heard that, that bringing down the statues will not help anything, will not solve anything. Those things happened 100 or 200 years ago or something like. I've heard that. But we Rasta people, okay? Or those of us who sympathize with Rasta, I and I, Black Africanity, Pan-African ideology, okay? Pan-African centralism, Pan-African vibration, Pan-African production, means of production, Pan-African land ownership, okay? Yeah, Black Power Man, yeah. Those of us in that, Black conscious thinking have been hearing that argument with why Jesus or Mary, mother of Jesus, was painted white. Okay, why he looks like a European, because those people are not from there. I've shown you many pictures to prove that white people cannot be from where Jesus is purported to have come from, or rumored to have come from, if Jesus existed at all. Because, I can show you a bunch of theories here why that is. It's a fairy tale too. It's a myth. Okay. Some people say so, but that's an intellectual thing. You have to be very open-minded to accept some of these videos I could send you, okay? All right. They've been saying that Mary and Jesus and these other people are white. So we tell them, okay, it's impossible because that's in Israel. Israel is just to the north of Africa. That means you find African people in and out of there, okay? All right. Why don't we paint Jesus or Mary in the way they should be? And if you go to Israel, they sure have those churches that were built around about 30 years after Jesus died and stuff like that. And they painted Mary, the Virgin, as a black woman. Back then, during Jesus' time, 2,000 years ago, that's what I'm saying. They have paintings of murals and sculptures that sculpted Mary as a black woman, all right? Now, we told them, why don't you paint Mary as black? If it's important to paint her white, then you realize, and you cannot give that up, then you realize what is at stake if we ask you to paint her black. The same thing with the statues. If it's important to put them up there, and you think it's useless or it's very useful to have them up there, then you can see why it's very important to bring them down. So the statues must come down. Those statues, and they are the pulse for certain visceral, certain unreasonable thoughts that lead to what we call racism. So they must come down, but I don't care. Yes, they will and they must. Every one of those symbols that don't mean anything to us but bring us misery all day, every day, and we have to go driving past them or we have to see them in our monies, these statues will and must come down. If it's important enough for those statues to be erected, then it's important for them to come down just as equally. They must and they will come down.